Have you ever said something mean to someone you love and then felt terrible about it afterwards? I bet you have. We all say mean things sometimes when we are careless. Even grown-ups do that. And you know what? What we do next then, after we've been mean, to make it better, that matters a lot. There's a story people tell in Lebanon about just that. Picture this. You're in Lebanon, where cedar trees touch the clouds, where the Mediterranean Sea sparkles like jewels, and where two little frogs are about to learn an important lesson about saying sorry. Now, close your eyes if you want to, and come with me into the forest of stories. Lebanon, what a beautiful country! Imagine mountains covered in ancient cedar forests, sparkling blue waters lapping at golden beaches, and little villages nestled in green valleys. By a quiet pond in one of these valleys lived two frogs, a husband and a wife who'd been married for many, many years. Most days, they were perfectly happy together. They'd hop around the pond looking for tasty insects. They'd sun themselves on warm rocks. They'd croak evening songs to the stars. But, and here's the thing about being together for a long time, sometimes they'd squabble. Little arguments about silly things, the way families sometimes do. One hot summer afternoon, the two frogs were cooling off in their pond. The wife frog splashed water playfully at her husband. Splash! The husband frog got water right in his eyes, and instead of laughing, he got grumpy. What a silly thing to do! You're too old to act like a tadpole. Now, those words might not sound terribly mean to you and me, but to the wife frog, they stung worse than a bee. Too old! Acting like a tadpole! How rude! She hopped right out of that pond, packed her favourite lily pad, and marched straight home to her parents' pond. The husband frog suddenly found himself all alone. The pond felt too quiet. Dinner tasted boring when he ate by himself. The sunset looked less beautiful with nobody to share it with. "Oh no," he croaked sadly. "What have I done?" So he sent his friend the turtle to apologise. The turtle swam all the way to the other pond. "Your husband is very sorry," said the turtle. "Won't you come home?" But the wife frog crossed her little frog arms. "Not yet!" Next, the husband sent the dragonfly with an even nicer message. Still, she said no. Then he sent the fish. Then the butterfly. Then the cricket. Each time, the wife frog listened. Each time, she thought a bit more. And each time, she missed her home just a tiny bit more. Finally, she rode back on the back of a friendly horse. When she arrived at their pond, her husband was waiting. "I'm so sorry I said those unkind words," he said, and he really, truly meant it. "You're not too old. You're perfect, exactly as you are. I was just being grumpy." The wife frog looked at him. She could see he'd learned his lesson. "And I'm sorry I hopped away and stayed away so long," she said. "I missed you." They hopped together onto their favourite rock and sat side by side, just like always. From that day on, whenever one of them got snippy or said something unkind, they remembered how lonely it felt to be apart. They learned to say sorry quickly and to forgive each other kindly. And they lived happily together, sunning themselves and singing to the stars. You know, in Lebanon, people like to say that sorry is one of the bravest words there is. And I think that's true, because saying it, really meaning it, takes guts. The husband frog kept trying, message after message, even when she said no, even when it felt hopeless. He kept going because she mattered to him, And here's the thing about forgiveness. It doesn't mean the hurt didn't happen. It just means you're ready to put down the heavy feeling. And that heavy feeling? It really does feel heavy, like carrying a rock around all day in your chest. So today, I'm going to try something. If there's someone I said something unkind to, even by accident, I'm going to find the courage to say sorry. A real sorry. Not a quick, sorry, and run away, but a proper one, where I explain what I got wrong. And if someone says sorry to me, I'm going to try to really hear it. Because that's what the two frogs figured out, sitting on their rock, singing to the stars. Making peace feels so much better than staying cross.